going to show you now an example of a group performance, and of course performances can either be an individual category or group category. And this group of young ladies went to nationals last year with a performance called Rhythms of Sadness, Drummer Boys of the Civil War. And no, they're not boys, they're girls, but they dressed up and portrayed young men. Let me make sure I've got this on. But they have to write a script, and just like you write a script for a documentary, this is just performed. So this is triumph and tragedy in history too, and they will explain what the triumph was and what the tragedy was.
And the title of our performance is Rhythms of Sadness, Drummer Boys of the Civil War.
This was district competition.
To 1865, the United States was engaged in a bloody civil war that would take thousands of lives. Amidst heroic soldiers, there's a group of people that was far smaller, but just as amazing. They were the Drummer Boys of the Infantry Regiment.
The Drummer Boys could be as young as 7, but their courage was beyond their years. The little boys' lives were caught up in the tragic events of the period, but it was these youths with such strength, courage, and devotion to their job that often made triumph in battle possible. Both the North and the South were confident in their beliefs. The South, that slavery and states' rights were sought.
The North, that both of these would result in the destruction of the Union. As Lincoln said, a house divided against itself cannot stand. So the war began.
As the call for soldiers to fight in the Civil War began, many lads rushed to enlist. They took up another important role as drummers. Drums gave instructions during the heat of battle and calls for the daily schedule around the camp. Now we tell the stories of drummer boys John C. Wayne of the South and Charles B. Stiles of the North. Our country is dividing. Difference of opinion is slowly ripping us apart. The South believes Africans to be a race, but I, Abigail Stiles, do not agree. Of course, I am from the North, and we are industrializing. We have no need for slaves. Oh, but the South, their money comes from the work of the slaves, and with it comes a basis for their communities. They feel as if their way of life is being jeopardized, and they are fighting for states' rights. We are divided, and I fear no good can come of this.
As hard as the war was on us drummers, it was equally hard on our families.
The talk of war was great, but now it has started with the Confederate bombing of the Union's Fort Sumter. How many lives will be taken? Certainly not my son's. Perhaps his youth will keep him away from the hellish battles and the horrors of war. Charles? Charles? Where is that foolish boy?
Dear Mother, I'm sorry to run away from home without your permission, but don't worry about me. You may be pleased to know the recruiting officer wouldn't accept me as a soldier due to my size and age of 14. But I found a way to join the ranks of war. I will be a drummer. I already have my drum. I'll soon join our comrades in blue. We hear so much about it at home.
What? My young son has gone to face the rebels. Oh, dear God above, keep my Charles safe.
In the South, many boys were just as eager.
Bang, bang! The war has started and I will be a hero. Some may say I'm too young, but I will join the glorious battle.
I have just enlisted to preserve the Union.
I have just enlisted for the Confederate Army. They said I was too small. Ha! Instead, they enlisted me as a drummer. Oh well, it's going to be hard for me though, seeing I have no musical abilities. There are papers to sign too. Those were confusing. I will be getting my drum soon, and I can't wait. As the young boys marched off to enlist, their chests swelled with pride. Both sides thought that after a few glorious battles, the war would come to a swift conclusion. Each believed they would triumph. These boys went to war not shouldering a rifle, but shouldering a drum. My dearest Charles, I beg of you, do not jump into this war without a good head set upon your shoulders. You are a bright boy with a good future ahead of you. Do not let this war ruin your loving country.
Army life is so exciting, and my drum call starts the day.
Oh boy, breakfast. I hope we have some good cornbread and coffee.
Drills, the call to drills. Practice makes perfect.
The assemble to the guard. I'll bring all the companies in line and put the troops with my drummer call.
Dinner call at last, the midday meal.
Drill. More drill. All we do are drills. When are things going to get exciting around here?
Supper call, evening meal. More tackling rule, no doubt.
Out with the lights. All is be quiet and can't now. Out with the lights. Nothing exciting ever happens. The monotony of camp life soon changed.
The rebels are coming!
Drummer boys were always present at the big battles such as Shiloh, Chickamauga, Chattanooga, Bull Run, and Gettysburg. Drummers instructed soldiers and kept them from getting lost in the overwhelming smoke and sound. During those battles, drummers were positioned by the side of the frontline officers. The officers gave commands to the drummers to drum different rhythms, signaling the troops to action.
My friend's life was taken today in battle. I couldn't stop drumming. The sounds of battle raged around me, while I had to stand and watch the light fade from his eyes. Oh, what a horror! All for a country! I fear war now.
I watch the troops take what they can off of the rotting corpses. They hover around and pick whatever they can off what was a working, breathing body. I cannot stand it. We march into battle, shoes or no shoes. We watch as our own troops get shot. And we know that was someone's brother, or that was someone's friend. War is the scariest thing I have ever seen. How foolish I was to want to leave the love and the joys of home so quickly. At first, the young boys found army life to be exciting, but reality soon became overwhelming. War was hell on earth. These boys' lives were taking a turn for the worse, and there was nothing they could do about it. Today, one of my older fellow drummers was put on the field. I was put on stretcher duty. I had to carry the wounded soldiers off the battlefield, put them on stretchers, and carry them back to the hospital. The sights were horrific. I hope I will never get wounded as bad as I have seen.
Dear Mother, night before last, about 5 o'clock in the morning, one of the troops on guard was exercising when his gun went off accidentally, while hitting another in the forehead, killing him instantly. He was buried yesterday. Love, Charles. In desperation, many mothers checked to see if their young son's names were on the rapidly growing death list.
Months went by,
And the once blazing hot weather turned remarkably cold.
things shift along through winter. There are occasional rains, but it is generally quiet. During the warmer seasons, we use tents. Now that it is cold, we build huts.
Oh, the cold, the bitter, coarse, ripping cold. The only relief it brings is the bugs that vanish. I don't know which is worse, ticks, mice, and lice, or the cold. Both bring of death. But I will take it all. My heart lies with my country, so I'm willing to take the burden of struggle in order to preserve what's left of her. Home.
How I long for your many comforts. On April 9, 1865, the Confederate troops surrendered. War was finally over. I reckon Sherman didn't give us any homes to go to. What are we poor fellows going to do going back to our country without a dollar in our pockets, our homes destroyed, stock given away, and our families scattered God only knows where? A war! It is horrible! Horrible! Dear Mrs. Stiles, we are sorry to inform you that your son, Charles, died last week due to cholera